Okay, here is a ceiling fan. I believe it's a Winnower brand. Yep, there's the brand. And I went to use this yesterday, and I couldn't get the light to work. So this looks fairly standard under here. This should be the light, this should be the fan motor, and this is the neutral. So now the light, I'm going to remove this for the sake of it's getting annoying. When I got it, the light string was broken, and the light was like stuck on. And so I took the switch out, would have been there. I took the switch out to go on the computer and look for a replacement one, and then I never did buy one. I think what I ended up doing was I just wired the light up to just run. Though clearly something at some point has gone wrong because it's not running. So I'm going to attempt to figure that out today. I seem to have misplaced the screwdriver I wanted to use, so we'll just do with this one. So the first thing I'm going to do is take off this switch housing here and make sure all the wires seem to be in place. Okay, well, it seems to be that everything is wired incorrectly. These seem to be connected reasonably well. So, alright. Well, since that appears to be okay, the next thing we're going to do is open up the second tier of the housing, if you will, and take a look at the wiring inside of here. So, inside of here, it looks like everything is connected. Not sure what purpose this serves, but Alright, well, I'm gonna go grab a test wire. And I got the test wire here. Now, when I had attempted to run this fan last night, I was testing it with a remote control module. It was actually this one right here. And it's not inconceivable that maybe that remote module is not working correctly. So, if I can find enough wire nuts here to use, there's one. Well, this is what we're going to do. I'm just going to omit this kooky thing and use that wire nut. Okay, so I'm going to move this fan over to the edge of the table. And I'm going to pull out the wires. The only ones that we need in this case are going to be the blue wire and the white wire. So let's connect these up here. Let me see which side is which on this cord. Okay. And I'm just going to take some light bulbs out of the fixture that's in here, so that I know that they're working. Okay. Put this in here. And let's plug this in. That, of course, it doesn't reach, so let's see here. If I have any extensions out. Yeah, I'll just move it over. Save myself the hassle. Okay, so in theory the light should come on now, but the light doesn't come on. So I don't understand. I don't understand what the problem is. This is really getting irritating because I don't understand why this light doesn't work. I mean, really. Okay, well, let's see. Let me remove the center globe. And I don't know why this doesn't work. I'm gonna just attempt to. You hear that squeaking sound? I'm gonna just attempt to wire up the light without the fan. So hearing some squeaking sounds. So let me undo this here, and what is that? I ain't making that noise, and I don't know where it's coming from. Alright, I'm going to attach this light to this test wire, and when I plug it in, if it doesn't come on, I'm going to be absolutely baffled. Because this is, this is an old light. It doesn't have all that wattage limiting junk in there. It's literally just wiring. So I don't understand why it doesn't work. There's actually two light bulbs in there. Just for purposes of curiosity, I'm going to take one and put it in the center here. And yes, these are incandescent light bulbs. The best kind there's ever been. Alright, let's plug this in and see what happens. And it doesn't reach again. Disc. Okay, set it on here like this. Okay, so it half works. So the center thingamajig works, but the this is not working. Alright, let's change the way this is wired. So it looks like right now this is wired such that the hot comes in and it flows through this. So instead of doing that, I'm going to take this out and I'm going to combine this with this. Let's see what happens. Now these are not very good connections here. So if this actually works, I'll probably go around and restrip that because it's not in the greatest condition. But just for testing purposes, it should be fine. Okay. So now we're going to test it again, and I certainly hope that all the lights come on. If they don't, I don't really know what to do. Okay, now it works. So now I have to find out why in the world the thing does not work when I run the wiring through the fan. So we know this works now. I'm going to go ahead and put this back together. Close this up. Okay, so now I'm going to take the light kit and set this aside for a moment. And what I want to do is we're going to check for continuity between. So there's something kind of flaky about the way this is set up here. Well, let me see if I can pull this wire through. Yeah, this is definitely the blue wire. You can see it's pulling through there. So I really don't understand why, if this was wired up, it wouldn't work. I really don't understand that. So I'm going to wire it up again and check it again now that I've rewired the lights. It seems like it should work. I don't know what else could possibly be wrong at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and remake these connections. Okay, so now I'm going to connect these wires down here again. Where'd the test wire go? There it is. let's plug it in and see what happens. Let's get this back in view. And here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, it works. Why it works now, not before? No clue. But as I always say, it works, so I won't question it. So that solves that mystery. Solves it in the sense that its problem is resolved. Why it's resolved, I have no clue, which kind of bothers me, but whatever. It works now, so that was the goal here. So I'm just going to set this back on here. And I'm going to go ahead and install this now, and we'll take a look back at this fan again once it is up and running.